Hello everyone, this is Sanjuro of Sanjuro Systems, and I thought I would share with you a new saber that I commissioned from Rob at Genesis Custom Sabers. Rob was kind enough to take on this commission, and several months back, what I had requested was a lightsaber with a steampunk and a old western theme to it, which is kind of a odd mix. But lately, I've been enjoying the steampunk design elements, and I thought that that would work well in a lightsaber design. So Rob, being the creative genius that he is, was able to put this together for me and really incorporated and captured everything that I wanted in that type of saber, and was not able to express to him. But he captured my unexpressible thoughts extremely well. So you may see this on his website, and he does an excellent job of describing it, but I thought I would share a video showing some of the more detailed elements that occur to me as I see them. First of all, you can see, although it's hard to tell the length of this saber is about 11 3/4 inches long. So it's not a very long saber, although it does appear that way. And another thing that I really like about the saber is that the elements of the exposed crystal chamber, it's fairly hard to see in there, but I'll try to capture it on the video. The crystal has brass and copper piping in there, which again is along the steampunk theme, and also along the back. He has kind of like this screen wire mesh covering one of the brass tubes, I believe, which again really highlights the steampunk theme very well. So actually this crystal, when it lights up, it looks like that it's either fed through or is pulsing through these copper tubings. Also, you may have remembered from his video, he designed this floating bar graph with the wires visible through the sides. And I really like that effect because it gives the appearance again of a machine or industrial tech look to it. The dimensions don't come out very well in the saber, in the video I mean, but the dimensions on the saber are absolutely incredible. There's multiple layers in terms of like a shroud. So on this central crystal chamber portion, there's this shroud over here which wraps the crystal chamber, goes around to the back, and has these slot cutouts with the copper tubing, I believe, running in the back, and then a layer of the aluminum below that. And then also there are these indented semicircular grip portions here. I really like the way he also used the screws here. They look like they're brass, again falling in line with the steampunk theme. Moving along to the other parts of the saber, he did his acid etching, and he found a very special acid etching pattern which is reminiscent of an Old West revolver. Again, that falls in line with the industrial age type steampunk theme. And the acid etching, it's hard to tell, but that also has depth and texture to it. So the black portions are etched in and deeper. I would say maybe like hard to tell, maybe a 1/2 millimeter or 3/4, a 1/3 of a millimeter deep. But it's a very nice pattern. And then, of course, this very nicely done control box. So let me move to the back of the saber. Again, the etching is mimicked back here. And then he also has a knurl pattern over here, which I think adds a lot of design flavor to the saber. Everything is done in a aluminum, powder-coated black and brass accents, and the whole saber itself is slightly weathered. The emitter has a very nice, it's not just flat, but it has a nice semicircular indented ring. And of course this houses a Crystal Focus latest version, I think 6.1 or 6.2, and color changing. Let me turn this on, and I'm going to turn it on in silent mode so it doesn't make too much noise in my office here. And then you can see here the crystal lighting up, and then also the PLI graph working very well. Turn this off. And then of course in the sleep mode it stays on. And then you can see the crystal pulsing, which is extremely nice. I think maybe the crystal lighting up highlights part of the crystal chamber in there, which is extremely well done. You can so much detail density. I think this is one of the most amazing crystal chambers I've seen. Rob did put in an amazing amount of detail density, and actually that's what I asked him for, is a lot of detail density in this crystal chamber. There's actually, even on the top part, maybe it's hard to see inside the crystal chamber, like a reflective glass mirror, which gives kind of this infinity effect to the crystal, where it looks like the crystal is actually extending up into the emitter. I like that effect very much and appreciate that Rob did that. Well, there you go. I'm not really going to demo all the fonts and the blade colors because those are as you know, pretty much standard in a lot of different sabers. But again, I very much appreciate this saber. When I saw it and I saw Rob demonstrate it, I mentioned to him that this is a legacy saber, and what I mean by that is this is a saber that I'll be passing down and keeping. This is not one that I'll sell off, but perhaps pass it down to my child. Well, there you go, and hope you enjoy. Thank you very much.